Hello students, welcome to Management Accounting class. In today's class, we are going to solve turnover or velocity ratios and profitability ratios. Okay. In the previous class, we calculated liquidity ratios and solvency ratios. Okay. So here you can check the calculations of liquidity ratios. Okay. Current ratio is 1.1:1, whereas liquid ratio is 0.82:1. Absolute liquid ratio is 0.35:1. Then solvency ratios, in that debt equity ratio is 0.34:1, proprietary ratio is 0.88:1, and capital gearing ratio is 0.73:1. So today we will be calculating turnover or velocity ratios. Okay. The first one is stock or inventory turnover ratio. The formula of stock or inventory turnover ratio is cost of goods sold divided by average stock. Okay. Whereas cost of goods sold is equal to net sales minus gross profit. Okay. So net sales is 24 lakh, whereas gross profit is 4 lakh. Here the amount of net sales as well as the gross profit is given. Here you can check in other information. Net sales is 24 lakh and the gross profit is 4 lakh. Okay. So 24 lakh minus 4 lakh, balance is 20 lakh. This 20 lakh is cost of goods sold. Now, therefore, inventory turnover ratio will be 20 lakh, that is COGS, divided by average stock. Now here, see, we calculate average stock when there will be opening and closing stock given in the problem. Now in this problem they have given the closing stock, so we take this closing stock as average stock. Closing stock in the sense stock at the end of the year. Okay. So how much it is? 3 lakh. So right here 3 lakh. So 20 lakh divided by 3 lakh. Okay. 20 lakh divided by 3 lakh is equal to 6.67 times. Okay. Is equal to 6.67 times. Okay. times. The second turnover or velocity ratio is debtors turnover ratio. Okay. Debtors turnover ratio, and the formula of debtors turnover ratio is credit sales divided by average account receivable. Okay. Credit sales divided by average account receivable. Amount of credit sales is given in the problem. Here you can check. Sales, entire sales is credit sales. So here we will be taking 24 lakh. Okay. Credit sales amount is 24 lakh divided by average account receivable. Usually how we calculate average account receivable, we have a formula. Okay. So average accounts receivable is equal to opening debtors and opening bills receivables plus closing debtors and closing bills receivables divided by 2. We get the average account receivable. Now we'll check in the problem whether debtors and bills receivable is given. If it is given, whether it is opening or closing balance is given. Okay. Now see here, there is trade receivables, and in trade receivables only sundry debtors is there, which means that average account receivables includes only sundry debtors in this problem. Understood? So here we have to take 1,60,000. How much? 1,60,000. So 24 lakh divided by 1,60,000 is equal to 15 times 15. Okay, 15 times. Debtors turnover ratio is 15 times, which means that the whatever amount of sales the company has done, out of which only 1,60,000 they have received the amount. Remaining amount has to be received from the customer. Okay. So debtors turnover ratio is 15 times. Now next one, we need to find out debtors collection period ratio, or what is the debtors collection period. Debtors collection period can be calculated with the help of this formula. The formula is months or days in a year divided by debtors turnover ratio. Okay, so we'll take here days. So 365 days divided by debtors turnover ratio. How much is debtors turnover ratio? 15. So 365 divided by 15 is equal to 24 days. Okay, 365 days divided by 15 is equal to 24.33 it is. So we'll take 24 days. 24 days. Okay, so the debtors collection period is 24 days. Okay, after debtors collection period, next we need to calculate the creditors turnover ratio. Okay, and the formula of creditors turnover ratio is credit purchases divided by average accounts payable. Now here the amount of credit purchases are not given. Okay, but we know the amount of cost of goods sold which we have calculated. Okay, cost of goods sold is nothing but sales minus gross profit. Okay, sales minus gross profit, balance is cost of goods sold. So we assume that whatever cost of goods sold is there, this entire cost of goods we consider at purchases, that is cost of purchases. So here we take credit purchases as 20 lakhs. Okay, understood why we have taken credit purchases as 20 lakh? Because amount of credit purchases is not been given in the problem. So whatever cost of goods sold incurred, we assume that that is only the credit purchases, because the formula of cost of goods sold is what? Opening stock plus purchases, that is add purchases, then add direct expenses and less closing stock. So in this we assume that there is only purchases given in the problem. Okay, so whatever 20 lakh COGS we have got, that is the entire credit purchases we have to assume. Okay, so write here 20 lakhs. Okay, 20 lakhs divided by average accounts payable. How we calculate average accounts payable? Average accounts payable is equal to opening bills opening creditors and bills payable plus closing creditors and closing bills payable divided by 2. Okay, now in the problem they have given only the creditors, we don't know the bills payable. Okay, bills payable amount is not given, so we assume that we have to take average accounts payable as only creditors. Okay, so here average account payables will be 2 lakh. Understood? 2 lakh. Okay, so 20 lakh divided by 2 lakh is equal to creditors turnover ratio, which is 10 times. Okay, which is 10 times. Okay, and the next one is creditors payment period. Okay, the formula is months or days in a year divided by creditors turnover ratio. Months or days in a year is 365. We have taken days, so 365 days divided by creditors turnover ratio is 10. Okay, so 365 divided by 10 is equal to 36.5 5. So we take it as 37 days. 37 days. Okay. 37 days. Understood? So this is the turnover or velocity ratios. First one is inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio is 6.67 times, whereas debtors turnover ratio is 15 times, and debtors collection period is 24 days. Creditors turnover ratio is 10 times, and creditors payment period is 37 days. Okay. Now last one is profitability ratios. Okay. In profitability ratios, first we have gross profit ratio. Formula of gross profit ratio is gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Okay. Gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Now amount of gross profit is given in the problem. Here you can check. It is 4 lakh and net sales is also available. So directly put the values into the formula. Okay. Okay. The amount of gross profit is 4 lakh. So write here 4 lakh divided by net sales how much? 24 lakh. Okay. Gross profit ratio formula, gross profit divided by net sales into 100. Amount of gross profit is given in the problem, that is 4 lakh, whereas net sales is 24 lakh. So 4 lakh divided by 24 lakh into 100 is equal to 16.67%. Okay. 16.67%. This is gross profit ratio. Next one is net profit ratio. Formula of net profit ratio is net profit ratio is equal to net profit after tax divided by net sales into 100. One important point is here, net profit ratio we can calculate two ways, net profit before tax and net profit after tax. Okay. So as per the requirement, any one formula you can use. You can take net profit before tax or you can take after tax. Now, like how to calculate net profit after tax? In the problem, the amount of net profit is given and the rate of tax is given. Net profit is how much? 2 lakh. And what is the tax here? 50%. So 50% of 2 lakh is 1 lakh. So 2 lakh minus 1 lakh is, here we will write 1 lakh into 50%. Okay. 2 lakh into 50%, it is 1 lakh. So 2 lakh minus 1 lakh, balance is 1 lakh. So net profit after tax how much? 1 lakh. And net sales we know here, they have given in the problem. Okay. So write, now put this value into the formula. Therefore net profit ratio is equal to net profit after tax is 1 lakh. Okay. So write here 1 lakh divided by sales how much? 24 lakh. 24 lakh into 100. Okay. 1 lakh divided by 24 lakh into 100 is equal to 4.17%. Okay. 4.17%. 4.17%. Okay. Net profit ratio is 4.17%. And the last one is operating cost ratio. The formula of operating cost ratio is operating cost divided by net sales into 100, whereas operating cost includes cost of goods sold plus operating expenses. The amount of cost of goods sold is 20 lakh, which we had already calculated here. We have calculated here net like cost of goods sold. Okay. in inventory turnover ratio. See here, how much? 20 lakh. So amount of cost of goods sold is 20 lakh plus operating expenses. Now we need to find out the operating expenses. We have gross profit. Okay, from the gross profit, if we deduct non-operating expenses and the net profit, whatever balance remain, that will be taken as operating expenses. Okay, we have non-operating expenses like interest on debentures, long-term loan and bank overdraft, which is 44 lakh. So 4 lakh minus 44 lakh, and net profit is how much? 2 lakh. Okay, so after deducting non-operating expenses and net profit from the gross profit, whatever balance remain, that will be the operating expenses. And operating expenses how much? 1,56,000. Okay, so now put this value here. 20 lakh plus 1,56,000 is equal to 21,56,000. Okay, so now we got the amount of operating cost and we know the amount of net sales. So next line write, therefore operating cost ratio is equal to, operating cost is how much? 21,56,000. 21,56,000 divided by net sales how much? 24 lakh. 24 lakh into 100. Okay, as we calculate percentage in the form of, as we calculate profitability ratios in the form of percentage, so into 100. So 21,56 lakh divided by 24 lakh into 100 is equal to 89.83%. Okay, so next line write 89.83%. 89.83%. Okay, so these are the turnover ratios or velocity ratios and profitability ratios. I hope you understood both the calculation, that is yesterday's ratios as well as today's ratio. Okay, so here are the calculations which we have done today. First we have calculated what? Debtors stock turnover ratio, that is inventory turnover ratio, and the inventory turnover ratio is 6.67 times. Okay, next is debtors turnover ratio is 15 times. Next, debtors collection period, okay, how much? 24 days. You can convert it in month as well. Next, creditors turnover ratio is 10 times. Here one important note is that credit purchases is not given in the problem, so we assume that whatever cost of goods sold the firm has incurred, it is regarding purchase of or credit purchases only. Okay, because the formula of COGS is opening stock plus purchases. Okay, so we assume that in COGS there is entire amount of credit purchases, so we have taken 20 lakh as credit purchases. Okay, so the credit turnover ratio is 10 times, whereas creditors payment period is 37 days. Okay, next we have profitability ratios. First profitability ratio is gross profit ratio. The gross profit ratio is 16.67%. Next one, net profit ratio. Net profit ratio is 4.17%, which is very less. And operating cost ratio is how much? 89.83%. Okay, I hope you understood all the calculations. Thank you.